How is everyone doing today? It is July 30th of 2025, and I wanted to put a few videos up, like a pepper video, a tomato video, and then an everything else video showing three individual videos of everything that we were growing. But we're running up on crunch time. We have things that are starting to ripen on the tomatoes and peppers especially, which is mostly what we grow. And I just, for my own personal vlog, kind of thought I would get in here and just name all the plants I had growing as of July 30th of 2025. So mostly what we grow is peppers and tomatoes. I think I counted 20 different varieties of stuff that isn't peppers and tomatoes, cucumbers, flowers, a couple other plants like that. But mostly what we grow is peppers and tomatoes. Peppers, there's 27 different varieties, and the tomatoes there will be 23 different varieties. So I'm just going to go counterclockwise around the room and do a sort of name game sort of thing, and name all the plants that we have growing. Maybe you'll see something unique that you'll want to see, and hopefully we'll get a chance to start profiling these plants individually for our pepper pusher, tomato tester, and then everything else videos. That's what we like to do, is sit down and do individual videos. We're definitely not professionals. We have a tiny yard. We just try to grow as many unique types as possible so we can see something cool each season. So let me get started on this name game thing real quick and name everything that we have growing in the yard this season. That's the mutant pepper, black magic kale, sweet basil, and some cilantro behind it, Midwest midnight peach pepper. That's the dwarf mahogany, dwarf Laura Bounty, dwarf Rosella purple. The one back here is a big rainbow. That one is a dwarf peppermint stripes, Cherokee green tomato. That one is the Sartre Rollois, the Black Beauty, and the carbon tomato. Right here we have chives and garlic chives. The bigger ones are the garlic chives. This is a Baby Cakes blackberry we're trying to grow again. Strawberries, I think they're mostly Quinault or Eversweet. Snapdragons. This tomato right here is a Queen of the Night. This one here is the Pink Fang. This one is Alice's Dream. This one's one called the Tsindao. I believe it's Tsindao. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then back here we have the Charlie Chaplin tomato. In both of these we have dragon tongue beans with dragon egg cucumbers. This dragon egg cucumber plant's stunted and not growing well. The beans are doing really, really well. This one over here, the beans are doing pretty well, but the dragon egg cucumber is starting to weave up on the fence and such around here. That is a Densiformis U. That is a Green Beauty boxwood. That is rosemary. This is the cucamelon, or the mouse melon, also known as the Mexican sour gherkin. It's starting to run up the tree here. These are dragon tongue beans, but these three tomatoes are, I believe, the Virginia sweet, I can't remember what that one is. Give me a second on that one. That one right there is, that one is the Ananas Noir, or black pineapple, and that one is the Ava purple ball tomato. Over here we have lemon balm. It's starting to go to seed. We need to clip it back. It's once it starts going to seed, it really goes quick. Here we've had bunching onions and walking onions. We actually pulled all those up and just put the bulbs back in the ground. And as you can see, we're gonna have these. We've had these in this bucket for years. This was an empty bucket that we had, so Angel just planted a bunch of dragon tongue beans. In this bucket there is 2 or 3 dragon egg cucumber and 2 or 3 what's called the African horned cucumber, or the jelly melon. The jelly melon or the African horned cucumber is 3 of them in here, and 3 dragon egg cucumbers. And in this one here just has the Kawano jelly melon, or African horned cucumbers, it's also known. 3 plants in there. But as you can see, the African horned cucumber jelly melon is all up the fence here and all up and down. I believe the Dragonade cucumbers are kind of stunted. They're not really doing anything major down there. They could almost be pulled, but the jelly melon comes all the way out and is running all the way up our tree here. So we're starting to just clip these extra growths back so we can try to get some more production, but I think we have one started right here. These are irises, tiger lilies, and we'll probably be resetting this entire bucket back here. This tomato, these three tomatoes probably won't have a good chance, but this one is the Dad Sunset, this one is the Dwarf Lemon Ice, and this one is the Strawberry Lemonade Dwarf. Alright, we're getting to the peppers now. This is the Pumpkin Sweet Pepper. This one is the Ahi Ayuyo, Midwest Midnight Eclipse 2.0, Aconcagua, I believe it's pronounced. This is supposed to be a candy cane, Scotch bonnet, yellow Scotch bonnet. That one is the lemon spice jalapeno, lipstick pepper, Jimmy Nardello, cheese pepper, ahi mango, the Matapino, the Sugar Rush peach, ahi fantasy, black cobra, also known as the goat's weed. What is this one? Oh, this is the Peter pepper right here. This is the Lesia pepper, Oda, Midwest Onyx Candy, one we call the Obi Cherry, but it's actually a cross that we've had. And then in here we have 4 ornamental medusas with a purple tiger, and then we have 4 medusas in this one with a Chinese 5-color. This is our lemon tree. This is probably one of the oldest trees that we have. We've grown it 7 or 8 years. It's more of a house plant. There's 2 trees in there. This is the Dwarf Mocha's cherry. We recently pulled a whole bunch off on it, and we're probably going to be trying to do a video pretty soon, or we'll wait for these ones to ripen and then do a video. But we pulled a bunch, I think a dozen off of these already, and it was just loaded with ripe. But that's the Dwarf Mocha's cherry. This is the Dwarf Purple Heart. And this is the Dwarf Golden Heart. This is 2 Midwest Midnight Eclipse 1.0. This is actually on the one on the right's on its 3rd season. And this one's on its 2nd season. We've taken these inside the past couple winters. This is another cross we usually have in the yard. We call it the 2020 Carrot Cross. This is the F3 generation, which is, or the F2 generation, which has the most variation. And so we're always trying to look for one that looks like a carrot if it doesn't, as well as the other cross that is from our yard called the Obi Cherry. Is those 2 are just crosses and are fun. If they turn out good, we'll continue to grow them. If not, then that's fine too. And I believe that's all the plants, other than maybe a couple little sprouts here. That's just us putting tomato suckers in a jar. But it is July 30th of 2025. I didn't want this video to get too long, but I wanted to walk around and name all the unique stuff that made our yard this year. I think we planted up maybe 35 different varieties of pepper, but only ended up with 27 in the yard. And then we planted up probably about 30 variety of tomato and ended up with 23. So several varieties don't make it. It's kind of like a Thunderdome situation. We just start planting up all the unique varieties. Around February and March we plant unique varieties of peppers, and March and April we plant our tomatoes. We're in southwestern Utah, zone 6B. Our elevation's pretty high too, about 6,500 feet, so that means a lot in gardening with the pressure and the UV index and light penetration and stuff. But out here loving life, growing, and excited to get out here and put in some more work. So got a lot to do still. You might have seen some of the stuff. There's a lot of it's covered up, but some of our stuff's starting to go. So We like to do our pepper tasting and tomato tasting and other plant profile videos each season, and ready to go. So once again, July 30th of 2025, this is sort of for my vlog. Just did a little bit of a name game, and catch you next time. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.